Hello. The company being analyzed today is KP Green Engineering Limited. This is a company which manufactures galvanized steel products which are used in various sectors like renewable energy, railways, and many other sectors. Today, we're going to analyze company's financials, what the company actually does, and its future growth plans and targets because the company has given them. So let us start. First, we have a market cap of 1,994 crores. So not the biggest company, maybe a mid-capish company. Current price of one share is 399 rupees. Stock price to earnings ratio is 19. Return capital employed, return equity are nice. And book value per share, that is net asset value per share, is 76.5 rupees. Here we have the profit and loss of the company from fiscal year 2020 all the way to fiscal year 25. All the numbers are in crores. So, sales in 2020 were 49 crores. Operating profit, or also known as EBITDA, were 5 crores, and net profit was around 2 crores. It's rounded off, so around 2 crores. Then we go all the way to fiscal year 2023. Sales have risen to 114 crores. In 2024, 349 crores, and finally in fiscal year 2025, 695 crores of sales, 109 crores of operating profit, 16 crores of operating profit margin or EBITDA margin, 100 crores of profit before tax, and finally 74 crores of profit after tax. You can see the massive growth in net profits, massive growth in operating profits, and the massive growth in sales. So the company has grown quite a lot. Now, the current manufacturing capacity for these galvanized steel products is 3.1 lakh tons per annum, and they're expanding this to 4 lakh tons per annum by the end of fiscal year 26. Also, this 3.1 lakh tons per annum is a pretty recent one. So in the past, their capacity has not been 3.1 lakhs. So their total income, the revenue that they generated, was not based on 3.1 lakhs as far as I know. Okay, so 3.1 lakhs expanding to 4 lakhs. The current order book, which you will actually cover, 465 crores, it is actually more than that. Right now, it is more than that. So we will cover that also. They have currently 22 different products catering to different sectors. And now they will make Asia's biggest hot dip galvanizing plant. Capacity 90,000 plus tons per annum. This new this plant is how they will go from 3.1 lakhs to 4 lakhs tons per annum of capacity. And galvanization is basically adding a layer of zinc onto the steel product. So adding a layer of zinc. Current products. What are the current products? First, module mounting structures. So the solar modules, that is the panels, what are they mounted on? So the module mounting structure they make, the windmill lattice tower, the tower they make, transmission line towers, they make that. The rail overhead bridge, the bridge, not the rail themselves, not the tracks, or not even the train, the rail overhead bridge. High mast lightning poles, metal beam crash barriers, which are used in highways and railways, cable trays, pooling substation development, and pre engineered buildings, also known as PEBs. So they cater to renewable sector, power sector, traditional power sector. We have even infrastructure like highways and railways use these crash barriers. Railways they're catering to. Wind energy also. And pre-engineered buildings are used in like a variety of areas. Okay, pre-engineered buildings are basically buildings which are pre-engineered. They're made before and they're just assembled at the construction site, you can say, or at the site of the building, future building. Now, these are the products which are expected this year. So new products which are expected this year, we got a fastener magnet coating, tube mills. Okay, we got tube mills, railway and highway bridges, transmission monopoles, foot over bridges. So these are the current products expected this year. So future products expected, and these are the even more products in the coming years. So not in this year, but the coming year. We got offshore wind tubular tower, onshore wind tubular towers, hot rolling mills, green hydrogen, and battery energy storage systems. These two are going to be big. Battery energy storage system and green hydrogen are going to be big in India. A lot of investment is going here. Hot rolling mills, narrow strip rolling mills. So a lot of mills. Now, industries that they serve is telecommunication, power transmission, renewables, railways, urban and rural infrastructure, and construction infrastructure. I think this structure shown here in the photo is actually a pre-engineered building. It kind of looks like that. Now, international. They're going from India to US. So they have some products being sold in the US also, or they're expanding to the US. Okay. Domestic, their current presence, the dark green, is in Gujarat. They're expanding to these lighter green areas, and even the more light is the upcoming states. So Bihar seems to be an upcoming state. Chhattisgarh seems to be an upcoming state. For example, Maharashtra is where they are currently undergoing expansion. Rajasthan currently going expansion. So in many areas, they're still not there. So they have got a good opportunity for expanding into new and new markets in order to gain more revenue and gain more sales. Gujarat is the one. Then earnings conference call analysis. Right now, they're guiding for a minimum 60 to 70% CAGR in revenue and profits in the near term. So this year they want to grow 60 to 70% as a minimum. Next year they want to grow 60 to 70% at a minimum. Also, in fiscal year 2026, quarter one and quarter two, they grew way higher than 60-70%. So they say that quarter three and quarter four, they will match that kind of growth. Quarter three and quarter four will not slow down according to management, as far as I remember. So after that, after fiscal year 26 growth, let us say you're being optimistic, it's way more than 60-70%. Then next year they're hoping for 60-70% minimum growth in revenue and profits. Then, after this report was made, this earnings that we all covered, right? The previous slides, these are from the earnings presentation. After this was made, they got 680 crores worth of new orders. So the total order book is 465 crores plus 682 crores. And as of recent, as of January 20th, the order book is around 1000 crores. Okay, close to 1000 crores. Then here we have some questions and answers. Questions are from shareholders of the company, answers are from the management. Now, KP Green Energy, Green Engineering, the company we are currently covering, it's related to the KP Group. And KP Group has two more companies, KP Energy and KP Green Engineering. Okay, remember that. So the question is related to that. Let us see. Sir, since we are having an order book of 3 gigawatts in KPI and around 2 gigawatts of KP Energy, what kind of orders are we expecting in KP Green Engineering for fiscal year 2027 from the group companies? So these are a group. They're not subsidiaries from what I understand, but they're part of the same group. And the question is basically KPI, KPI Energy and KP Energy. These two companies are growing very fast. You can see 3 gigawatts of book, order book, 2 gigawatts of order book. These are renewable energy companies. Okay, KP Energy, more the wind energy generation, and KPI is a solar power generation. So they have big order books. How much money is KP Green Engineering expecting? Because sometimes what happens is that they have a solar power plant, they have a wind power plant. So KP Engineering will actually supply them stuff like this. For solar, KP Green Engineering can supply them module mounting structure to KPI Green. And if KP Energy is having a new windmill, a wind park, let's say, a wind power park, so they can supply them the windmill lattice towers. So they can make this infrastructure, they can supply this infrastructure to these group companies. So that's what the question is. The answer is, so whatever the order book we have in KPI and KP Energy, okay, you need to understand that the entire project, in that project, 15 to 20% is your infrastructure requirement, okay? So that entire infrastructure requirement is fulfilled by KP Green Engineering, our group company. So, of the entire order book in KPI and KP Energy, these two, 15 to 20% of the project is infrastructure requirement, so supporting infrastructure as we saw earlier, and that entire, okay, infrastructure requirements fulfilled by KP Green Engineering. So remember that 15 to 20% of project, that the order book that of KP and KPI Green Energy, that is fulfilled by KP Green Engineering. Then they recently got a 800 crore order win. What is this order win? KP Green Engineering Limited has received a landmark advance work orders from BSNL. Total value of this project is 819 crores, including GST. What is it for? It's for execution of telecom infrastructure works under the 4G Saturation Act. So, the first advance work order pertains to Cluster C, comprising Maharashtra Circle and Goa. Remember that earlier expansion to other states? So this will be a big move towards that. 800 crore order, 819 crores order, Maharashtra Circle and Goa. Order value of 483 crores for these areas. The second advance work order will be for Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Uttarakhand, and Himachal Pradesh, 336 crores. So this order will really help them make a lot of money in other areas. Okay. The scope of work under both advance work orders includes supply and erection of ground based towers. So they will make ground based towers, which I think will have steel products, galvanized steel products needed. So they will do that, acting as an infrastructure as a service provider for supply and installation of allied telecom infrastructure items. They will supply it and they will install it. So that's like an EPC kind of work. And finally, operation and maintenance work of the sites for a period of 5 years, extendable by a further 5 years under 4G saturation project. So they will install, okay, they will supply and install the infrastructure. They will make the infrastructure needed here under this contract, and then they will also provide operation and maintenance. And finally, balance sheet summary. So this is the latest balance sheet. It's only a summary. Here we can see one thing: current liabilities, the money that they have to pay back to lenders or anyone else outside of the company in 1 year, within 1 year. Okay. These include short term loans. These include the money that the company has to pay suppliers also for the raw materials that suppliers have supplied to the company, let's say for a credit. Let's say after some days, the company can pay it back. So 721 crores, we all in crores of current liabilities. You compare them to long-term loans, it's only 36 crores. So company's balance sheet is dominated by current liabilities. Okay. Then in assets, the fixed assets like property, plant, equipment is only 332 CR. And current assets, these include cash and cash equivalent. These include money that customers have yet to pay the company back for the products already supplied by the company. As suppliers, give raw materials to a company on credit, they can pay after some time. The company also gives products to its customers and the customers can pay after some time. So that also comes under current assets. So current assets, like money from customers yet to be received, also known as trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, all that stuff within the next 12 months, the money is supposed to come in 742 crores. 742 crores. So the balance sheet is dominated by current liabilities, current assets, and fixed assets. Long-term loans are less, and other liabilities are less. That's good. So that was it. That was KP Green Engineering. If you are, let's say, you know about KP Energy, you know about KPI Green Energy. KPI Green Energy, they're also growing very fast. So KP Green Engineering provides them with a lot of the infrastructure requirements behind those projects. All right. It's catering to various sectors. It is expanding its capacity a lot. And as you can see, 60 to 70% growth it is expecting at a minimum. A lot of orders it is getting. As we saw, it seems that many sectors are important for the company. Renewables are growing very fast. We saw that. But with this 800 crore order win that they just got from BSNL, you can see telecom is also important for them, right? Telecommunications is important for them. So it seems that many different sectors are important for them. So that's a good thing. That is it. That's it. Yeah, bye.